Hey there, Ravi. Finished up week 4 here, but not getting around to editing the video until Monday, October 3rd here. Really busy with school and all that jazz. Looking forward to the next program. Hopefully, I will have a tremendous peak. I am feeling very strong despite the cut. I keep saying to Maggie, I think I have really on point nutrition going into this meet, better than any other meet before, even though I'm cutting. Just threw in some funny little clips at the beginning of me failing my 355 squat. Yeah, so I guess we'll just start off talking about squats this week. So yeah, at the end of the week there, I ended up at McMaster Gym. Kind of been all over. Well, I'm going to be all over between McMaster and Battlefield. So I got to get used to squatting there. Their squat racks are a little high unless I squat on the platform. So that's why I had the plates there to walk it out. Pretty dumb idea. I don't know why I thought I would do that. Anyways, squats started off a little bit weird. The first day of the week, it always takes me longer to warm up, and then I'm always tight for time at the end of my lifts. So for the past couple weeks actually, the lift one, I never really get to do the accessory work for it. I barely get through the squats and deadlifts. So this day was okay. Like I had a lot going on. Everyone's kind of watching me squat, trying to give me tips and all this shit. And it's like, I just need to tunnel vision and do my own thing. And it's not going to be perfect. I'm not a perfect squatter, but I'm working towards that, and that's all that matters. Look at my squat a year ago. Look at my squat now, and it's improved a lot. So if things are feeling okay this week, not going to change anything. Just keeping on, so to speak. I just have to make sure I stay consistent, and everything I do should be consistent. So at the beginning there was a little bit different bar path than I should have. The high bar squats are feeling good. I feel like my depth is a little bit high for high bar squats, but the form otherwise, that looks pretty good. And then I will skip on over the high bars and just mention about the 3x1 at 355 pounds. So those actually moved pretty good. I was surprised because I hit one set and it looked okay, and then I hit another and failed it, then moved to the other squat rack. They looked, felt at the time not so good, but looking at the footage, it surprisingly moved really fast. I don't think that is 87.5% at all. I mean, I'm still 4 weeks out, so it's still hard to tell, but I think I could easily pop 400 come this meet, because that moved a lot slower when I hit it before my last meet. So good thoughts there. I was just having a little bit of trouble staying upright. I would see how at the bottom there of the hole I lean forward, but it's probably because I haven't been doing my planks. So I really need to focus on that. And I went really deep, more deeper than at Battlefield. And the pause squats were just pretty brutal. There's a lot of leaning forward, and I think it was just because I was going deeper than usual, so my body wasn't used to being in that low position. I'm not sure. Anyways, that's that. That's my squats. We can move on to talk about bench. So the difference with bench between this week compared to last and the weeks before that was I was going to really focus on pushing with my feet at the bottom and trying to propel it forward, and I think this really helped with my bar speed. I'm always so concerned about having the perfect bar path and the perfect elbow path and all that stuff, but now I'm just focusing on just try to move the bar, make sure I pause it, try to be as efficient as I can, try to have the same setup. And I think I have been touching in the various spots throughout the past few weeks, so I'm really trying to focus on just touching the same spot, letting my arms naturally come down to the same spot, not forcing it in too soon or forcing it too deep, and just going with that. So I think the 6x4 at 80% went pretty good. The banded bench here also felt a lot better this week. I've been getting a lot more used to setting up with the bands. It's still a different setup than how I would normally set up, but it's pretty close to how I look, like how my feet position and everything like that. It feels pretty similar to my normal competition bench now. And then unfortunately I didn't get through the last bench session. I believe it was the board bench. My last lift of the week was the Friday, and I had 1.5 million things to do at school, and I was in a very rough schedule at the gym, and so I was happy I got the squats in, but was not feeling too good. Went to go bench, my legs were cramping up, so I didn't end up getting to do them. I went home, called it a week, called it a program. So here's the deadlifts, 10x1 at 75%. They went okay. I kind of was having like a weird mental thing with my deadlifts this week. I was feeling like I was doing things differently but I wasn't. I just have to understand it's the end of the program. I've accumulated a lot of volume. I'm definitely going to be tired. Things are going to be moving slower. And same cues as usual. Just try to focus on really the lockout, trying to rip it as hard as I can, and like it's 500 pounds. The one thing I have noticed is that over the past few weeks, I've actually moved my stance in about an inch or so. So I have to counteract that, because if you see here in the side shots, definitely a lot more rounded than it should be. And I think that is entirely due to my feet positioning. So I'm going to move it just about an inch out, right at the edge of the newer lane. And I think that'll fix a lot of things, because if you see here, the bar path is really, I mean, it's not a good type of bar path, but it's not exactly straight. It is going a bit forward in front of my knees, and I think if I widen my stance just a little bit, then that would fix that. But other than that, deadlifts are going fine too. I have no idea when I'm going to pull on competition, so I'm excited to see how this peak is going to go with this. But overall, I setting my goals now. I'm hoping, I think if I have a really good meet, I could probably total around 1,200, and that is the goal. Really, the only goals are actually get to 93 kilos and have a 100 kilo bench. But I think if I have a good day, I could probably pull total for 1,200 pounds, kilos, imagine. Because I think it would be about a 400 or so squat, 200 or so bench, and then 500, 550 deadlift. You know, plus or minus 20 pounds for all the list. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. And here's the Pilates deadlifts. That pretty much wraps it up for the week. Again, looking forward to the next program. I think that's about it. Hope you have another great week. I'll try to get you the footage as soon as I can, but it's going to be a crazy week. But next week I'm on reading week, so nothing to do but lift and eat and sleep and eat and sleep and lift. Have a good one. Bye.